Okay students, good morning. We have already discussed what is first normal form. Okay. And we have already discussed which problems we have faced in first normal form. Okay. We have faced insert, update, delete problem in first normal form, like we cannot insert only employee data because our primary key is combination of employee number and project number. If we want to add only employee record, then there we have only employee number. We do not have any data related to project number, so it will be null. And primary key column cannot be null, so we cannot insert data about employee. So this is our insertion problem. Our second problem was related to deletion problem. For example, our employee Raj is lefting job. He is going at another place. And if I want to delete this record, all the data related to Raj and system analyst, their charges per hour, assigned hours, all the details will be deleted and we cannot get the details back. So this is our deletion problem. Another problem is related to update problem. For example, now job class DBA and charges per hour is 85. DBA charges per hour is increased. And now DBA will get 90 rupees per hour. Then I have to change each and every place where there is DBA. So I have to change here 90. I have to change here also. And if I forgot to change at one place like here DBA 85, then it will create inconsistency. So first normal form create this type of problem, insert, update, delete problem, because of redundancy. So what can we do? We can convert this first normal form into second normal form. So how can we convert first normal form into second normal form? We can decompose one table into different tables. First of all, we have to know what is the requirement of second normal form. Second normal form requirement is it must be in first normal form. Our table must be in first normal form. And another requirement is there should be no partial dependency. No partial dependency. Okay. So first of all, this table is already in first normal form. So first requirement is fulfilled. Now there should be no partial dependency. To understand partial dependency, first of all we have to understand what is functional dependency. Okay. Now what is functional dependency? What is functional dependency? When one attribute of the table is dependent on another attribute of the same table is called functional dependency. We will take one simple example. For example, here we have student roll number and name. Now, name of the student is dependent on their roll number. For example, we have two Anil in our class. Then how can we identify different students? We can identify them by their roll number. Okay. By roll number, we can search every record of that student. So we can say that name of the student is functionally dependent on their roll number. This is symbol of functional dependency. Functional dependency is described by if. Okay. So now we understood what is functional dependency. Functional dependency means when in our table one attribute is dependent on another attribute, it is called functional dependency. Okay. Now what is partial dependency? Okay. To understand what is partial dependency, we will take the example of our project table. Here we have many columns, okay, and many dependencies. Which type of dependency exists here? Here, this is project name and this is project number. So we can understand that project name is dependent on, project name is functionally dependent on project number. Okay, so project number is determinant. And project name is dependent. Okay, so we can call this project number determines project name, or we can say that project name is dependent on project number. There are many more functional dependency like employee name is dependent on employee number. Okay, so employee number determines employee name. Okay. Likewise, job class is dependent on employee number. So by looking this functional dependency, we can say that some attributes are dependent on project number, some attributes are dependent on employee number. But in our table, our primary key is combination of project. Our primary key is combination of project number and employee number. So fully dependency means all non-prime attribute. Non-prime key attribute means every attribute which are not primary key. Okay, so this is our primary key and other attributes are non-prime attributes. All the other attributes except primary key attributes should depend on our primary key. Okay, they should depend on our primary key. But they are depending partially on primary key, like project number is dependent on project name is dependent on only project number. It is not dependent on employee number. Likewise, employee name is dependent on only employee number. It is not, there is no relation between employee name and project number. So there is functional dependency which is partial functional dependency. So we can say that this table is not in second normal form. This table is in first normal form, but this table is not in second normal form because there is some partial dependency. Okay, why there partial dependency exists? Because there is composite primary. If we have only one attribute primary key, there will be no problem related to partial dependency and this table will be in second normal form automatically. If there is single key attribute, then only this can happen. But there is composite primary key, so this table is not in second normal form and there is partial dependency. Okay, so how we can solve this problem and how we can convert this table into second normal form? So we have to decompose this one table into smaller tables. Okay. We will convert this table into smaller tables. First of all, we will create one project table where there is project number and project name. How many projects were there in project table? Project number 15, green. Project number 17 and project number 18, green, yellow and red. Okay, we will do another table. We will create another table, employee number and employee name